Okay, part 2. We're gonna go watch the second part. Act 2. Greetings. Oh, reunion member. Silent reunion member. Drop your weapons and step back. I said now. These guys aren't even human, no need to show mercy. Do you copy? All targets in Sector 7 are confirmed to be terracotta. Are they really reunion? It's a diversion. Confirm their identity first. Chip boy, the situation has changed. There's more of them. Almost every squad on patrol has spotted reunion elements. 110 break Langman. LGD Officer A. Another report of a brief spike in temperature in some areas of the city. What are the monitors doing? No reaction, but looking at the other numbers, everything does seem normal. The enemy attacked as soon as our squad approached. They did not respond to any hails. We are unable to establish communication. The enemy is scattered, they're weak. Resistance is low, but there's lots of them. Is this really a reunion? The heat source is shifting. Find a way to track it. There are no breaches in the city's defenses. They could have gotten in. Don't panic. Summon even-numbered formations. Worst-case scenario, engage the enemy in the city. Give priority to evacuating civilians. The downtown area is densely populated, especially Temple Street. Have all police officers within that district focus on evacuations. Contact the satellite cities to check if there are any breaches in the defensive lines. Confirm the enemy's means of ingress and hold firm. Reunion should be long gone. We need to identify the enemy. Getting control of the situation is our main task. This is not the first time Langman has suffered an abnormal occurrence at New Year's. No need to panic. Stand together. The LGD has nothing to fear. But fear itself. Right. Apologies, Amiya, Doctor. While you have only just arrived here in Langman, we have no time to offer you our hospitality. Don't worry, our agreement has been in effect since the moment Rhodes Island moored. Please leave it to us. We'll assist the LGD. But yeah, leave it to us, bro. Terracotta warriors. They're made of clay or something. What's with those things? They look familiar, but where are they? I see you over here too. Hey, get out of the way. Thanks. Don't just stand there. Listen to the announcements and go to your designated evacuation zones. Keep to the main streets until you find the police. Hurry. Alright. They don't talk. They don't bleed. It's like cutting into a sea sponge. Even their bodies disappear. Terracotta, a fitting name. Calling them reunion would cause unnecessary panic, Officer Chen. They are not flesh and blood people. Understood. Urban district secured. Thank you for your efforts. Unfortunately, simply killing the enemy seems futile. We've been unable to discern the true nature of the terracottas, but their strength has continued to grow over the past few hours. It's hard to imagine at this scale, but could it be some kind of arts? That's what most troubling. Our originium reaction monitors are still unresponsive, but that proves this cannot be reunion. I'm absolutely sure of that. It's a disguise, just an illusion. But this image of reunion strutting down the streets of Langmen, it's disturbing. They're completely insulated against Originium. We had thought this impossible. But it's happening. How did they infiltrate Langmen? Our conventional methods have failed. We have no indication of how the enemy appeared. It is as if they've been here all along, standing in silent ranks, charging, routing, and charging again. Just like the tide. I'll prepare our defense in accordance with the contingency plan. Be careful. The LGD can't afford to lose you. Whoever their master is, they're just creating illusions. Other than causing a little chaos, is there any real threat to Langmen? They go down in one hit. These things are freaking me out. If we don't move, they just stand there in those perfectly straight rows. But they'll come rushing as soon as we pop our heads out. Keep your voice down, they're very weak. Let's hurry up and find a way to get the jump on them. Wait, what are you doing? Hey, what are you guys doing? Get back here. No, you're not with us. Who are you? When did these things get in here? What's with your face under your helmet? Why, what the hell are you? Get away from me. What? What's all the rack? Was the LGD freaking out just cause they ran into an enemy that looks like them? Get up. Right, I'm so sorry. Wait, you're not Chancellor. Who are you to give me orders? Just roll with it. Where is Chancellor? She's organizing a defensive line for the urban districts. She's going to block off the enemy and wipe them all out. These things just pop out of nowhere. What makes her think that this would be the way to get rid of them all? This is what Chief Wei determined. How am I supposed to trust your judgment when you're so on edge? You're sleeping up left and right. Oh, I'm still dizzy. Hey, one last question. I have no obligation to answer to the general public. The LGD is here to follow Chief Wei's orders. I just want to ask, is the LGD out there rambling with people from Ursus or like Yen Polk from Jiangxi? Maybe some other heavy drinkers I'm forgetting? Or are you guys running around with hooch in those canteens instead of water? I can't really answer that, and I really don't know. I'm just trying to live down the shame of a certain Chen drinking me under the table. Pull yourself together, do some stretches. We don't want the general public involved. My head's gotta sober up. What did you just say? I said, well, I guess there's no need to turn down help from upstanding citizens. Yeah, she's really good. We lost the heat source. Can our instruments trace it? No. Conventional monitoring doesn't work. It only uses temperature to determine their location, and with severe lag. Receiving reports from all squads, the enemy appeared out of nowhere in the city. Still no trace of Originium arts. Let's route them up like we did before. Contact terracottas are changing again. They... What happened? Cheap way they started learning to use weapons, and more importantly, contact with the enemy reveals unique traits in each individual. It's as if they're really living people. Impossible. Who could make such a realistic illusion? There must be a caster. Send out a scout team to find them. They've taken out our equipment. We still think they're fake. They're not illusions, they're real. But it doesn't make any sense at all. What a mess. Is there anything I can do to help? Nah, I'm like, what a mess. It's like kind words, like, thank you for the kind words, but you need not trouble yourself. It's like, I just said, what a mess. That's not kind words. But yeah, is there anything we can do to help? You've dispatched Rhodes Island's operators to assist the LGD in securing the urban districts, and that is the greatest of help to us. Is Chip Wei here? Ahead. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You're the leader of our partner organization, Rhode Island Pharmaceutical. I believe we can put it that way for now. Doctor is the appropriate form of address. Sorry, all information on Terraforce has been disseminated to all members of the LGD through the terminal. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot there was such a thing. It still isn't finding that heat source. This is very strange. Uh-oh, temperature's rising throughout Langmen. We can't use thermal imaging. None of our instruments can detect the heat source itself. We can confirm that their quotas are directly connected to the heat source. It is likely that the defensive line will collapse if we allocate manpower. Wouldn't it be better to look at it the other way around? What? Like, what if we took all the originium-powered equipment in the city and turn it to max, then look for wherever we don't detect an originium reaction? So, sorry, I was out of line. This isn't really my wheelhouse. No, that's just crazy enough to work. Hey, how much equipment does the LGD have the authority to deploy directly? It's a lot more if you include civilian ones. But if we had to overload everything, all of Langmen will be paralyzed by the time we find the heat source. Paralyzed? What kind of damages are we talking about? I don't know, tens of millions. Maybe we'd better not do it. No, just do it. Just do it! Like, freaking Chia La Boop. Le Boop. Nian sightings have become less and less common since the development of nomadic city technology. We have not had the opportunity to study the Nian. The LGD will do whatever it takes to uncover the secret of the Nian, even if it's just the tip of the iceberg. I trust Nosan's judgment. Thanks, but we shouldn't make careful projections before something. Was it? Did she say careful? Shouldn't we make careful projections before I switch the freaking words together. Sector 4 lines have been breached. I can't raise the team leader. Reach the team leader. Other lines have engaged. There are too many enemies. Tragedy comms officer. All teams keep the airwaves clear at all times. Repeat, all teams keep the waves clear. Dynamic codes will be sent to team leaders every 10 minutes. Use these to identify yourselves. Damn it, if it's not one thing, it's another. Stop complaining, the rest of you form up, get the wounded back. Don't let them break through that barricade. That really brings back some bad memories. They're getting tougher, but there's no reunion, and we beat reunion. Regroup. No, you're supposed to be dead. That's a fake, you moron. It's not that infected. Come on. Captain, don't be Langman profanity. Oh, like, don't be something, I don't know. Stupid, they're all fakes, all of them. I know, but to see them again, all of a sudden like this, you again, I just killed you a second ago. Huh? Now if you have any issues to work out with your colleagues, this is a great opportunity. Dig in your heels and give them hell. This is as far as back as we go. Are you going to let them into LGD headquarters? Yes. Yeah. Langman Guard Department. Cheap way, we found an anomalous area on thermal imaging. We've got a lock on the heat source. It worked. But we're out of time. Some of the targets have breached our defensive lines. Rushing report, we're getting distress signals from multiple teams. Where's Officer Chen? Officer Chen met up with Rhode Island operator Amiya and are currently engaging the enemy approaching the LGD. You sure you don't want to let me give you a hand? You sure you don't need any help? You sure you don't need any help? Cheap way. Langman trusts the doctor's abilities, and since Rhode Island's Rose Island operators have joined the fight. The doctor should enjoy command authority equal to that of Officer Chen. We'll leave it to the doctor. The enemy moving outside the containment zones will harm the civilian. Moving outside the containment zones will harm the civilian population. We have to wait. We pick up a strong originium reaction. A sandstorm. This is special transmission incoming. It's Inspector Lin. Hasn't Lin been retired for 7 or 8 years? What's he saying? He said toss all the enemies who slip out of containment into a dumpster. And he still has a message for Chief Wei. Dumpster. Officer Lin is a hero of the LGD and we should respect his opinion. Yes, Big Wei. Oh, that old man. Oh, he's Officer Lin before. Big Wei, how are the Greenhorns? Is this how they're doing things? Why not make a special dispensation? Throw me and Little Wei into the ring, and I promise we'll have this done in under 10 minutes. Cheap Wei. I miss those days when we were all young. But the LGT hasn't fallen so far that we need to rely on those two. Contact Officer Chen and let us trouble the doctor to command the Rhodes Island operators. Time to fight back. I told you the New Year's couplets you wrote were inauspicious. Just now I saw several faces who should not be alive. That's my fault now, and how many times have I told you not to use those old pet names in front of the men? Who is it who wears the pants around here? Right, that's why she's Big Wei. Whatever, so what do we do now? Well, I never thought I'd live to see another Nian. Reminiscing about our days on the forest. No, and my daughter isn't even home. There's no point in heading back there. Let's see what they've got in store this time around. No matter who we become, our duty to protect the people hasn't changed. I can't feel my arms. Shit. These things, why do I feel like they're getting stronger? What's their source of power, bro? Holy heck. Holy heck. That's loud. What? Ally of Justice, number 1. Oh, she's from the one I didn't get. What's going on? Why are these people charging us without so much as a word? About Ally Doctor, it's that one that I didn't get either. I think you've got it a bit twisted. Why poo? Over this earth, quite people, you know. They're more like ghosts or something. Ghosts or whatever wouldn't go down this easy, would they? Full-time security guard. Oh yeah, this one I got. I forgot his name. Something. It starts with H. Hung. I don't know how to read it. Legend has it that as the new year approaches, all kinds of monsters will come out to plague the people. Could be something like that. Monsters can be seen and touched. Ghosts can't. You say that, but he vanishes right as you kick him. Huh? Where are you pulling us all of a sudden? Are you looking kind of stiff? Why, poo? Take heart. You civilians should be in your designated evacuation zone. It isn't safe here. You hurt us, sir. Your right arm is broken and you've lost a lot of blood. It's at least an hour and a half walk from here to the LGT. Can you handle it? Ugh, I'm fine. You better not. Oh, that's the other person's name. And then the Waipu. If I might speak freely, I come from a long line of doctors, and since childhood I have taken it upon myself to save lives and care for the wounded. Whenever I encounter some excitement on the street, I always try to see if I can be of aid. What are you doing? Stopping your bleeding, dressing the wound, applying anesthetic, giving you a whole new lease on life. That last one sounds a bit overboard. It's under control. Come now, sir. How often do you get a shot at free health care? That's a pretty good deal, bro. Pretty good deal. I really appreciate it, but there's something off about you. Ow! Hands up, hey! What was that drag? Are you licensed? Show me your papers or else. Ah. Hey, hey, the pin's actually gone. And what's that fruity smell? The new stuff is watermelon flavor. Congratulations on being the first to try it. Why would you have watermelon flavor injections? Honestly, the pain relief is just a placebo effect. Your bleeding has stopped and you'll certainly have no trouble returning to the LGT in one piece. Once they're through, remember to get formal medical treatment, as a simple debridement will not solve the problem, and there is no way to know what substance caused the wound. Did you just admit you're informal? This is an emergency. Let's get you up, sir. You're alright. You do feel alright. Thank you very much, and I'll report this assistance to my superiors when the battle is over. No, let's not go reporting things. Safe travels, sir. Take care. What a weirdo. Watermelon scented officer. His name Watermelon scented officer. And that's my good deed for the day. Experimental epinephrine reagent number 3 effective. No short-term adverse effects. Continuous observation. Smells of watermelon or origin unknown, and that's that. Epinephrine, is that how you read it? Origin unknown. Tried it, it worked, it didn't kill anyone. That's what I call good medicine. Good thing it worked, or we'd have to knock you out and hand you over to the LGD to calm things down. Lol. Those ghosts are making trouble all over the place. That's why old Lee had us out on the streets all of a sudden. Oh, they work for that old someone, I don't know. Some old man maybe. I definitely don't want to give out the streets to them, but it's Google ghosts. What can you do? You can punch or kick them. What you just did. You can't fight a ghost with your faces. It can't be done. No way, I can't do it. You were doing that literally 2 minutes ago. Well, I've been short of work lately, so why not just leave them to make some patients? Like a bicycle repairman who leaves nails out on the street. Keep going down the path of wickedness and you'll get what's coming to you. I'm not worried. I know far too many happy, healthy people who've earned a comeuppance. My turn is a long way off. By the way, Hung, aren't you curious about the Nian? That was his name. I was right, I remember. So this is the other ones. Hung and the... Wait, hold on, pause. So, crap. Blah blah blah. I just want to be everyone to be safe and sound. You're so dull. What about Waifu? Want to sneak into the containment zone and take a look? The other one's this is Waifu. I won't stop you, but I'll tell the old Lee about it. Don't you want to go toe to toe with a literal legend? Bang, pow, bang, uppercut. I've heard that Nian is a top bloodthirsty demon, one you can actually see and touch. And if you defeat the Nian-year-old man in pursuit of the ultimate truth of martial arts, will finally be willing to fight you. And then at long last, father and daughter communicate with their pieces, reconciling once and for all. What a beautiful story. Oh, old Lin. Old Lee? I don't know. That's the daughter of the mouse old man, maybe? I don't know. Hey, Waifu, I was just kidding, don't be like that. Wait, Waifu, where are you going? Oh no, Hang, stop her. Mom? Oh, mister, have you seen my mom? Mister? RIP. Rest in peace, child. Dad. Huh? Lady, where did that man go? It's probably not a good idea to let a guy like that, silent and armed to the teeth, around kids, huh? But Mom told me to find a policeman if I got lost. You don't have to do everything your mom says. But... No buts, little what. We've got the battle of the century going on out here. You're not alone and play somewhere else. Okay, thank you, lady. Thank you, lady. What a good kid. Is she a bad guy? Good guy? I don't know. Isn't a sweet little show like that supposed to make you think, oh, maybe she's not so bad, and lower the dagger? Is one woman supposed to be able to wear out the entire LGD? Lava. But why is she wearing that? I'm not one to mince words, so let's get right to it. You're no ordinary warrior. What's your name? Lava. Lava, like the sister of the other, the hibiscus or something. But why is she wearing those clothes? It looks different. What's with people these days? That can't be your name. It's too weird. It's my code name. That's kind of a pain. What's the difference between a name and a code name anyway? Is it really so important to express your identity as an independent organism? You're the one who asked. Besides, there's no way you could understand us, Nian. Wow, you recognized me right away. That's what they used to call me, but I don't think Nian is cool enough. Can we change it? I want a badass code name like Lava. Yeah, name you like, I don't know, Fire, Fire Breather or something, I don't know, something like that, or Fire Spitter. Nah, Fire Breather sounds better. You won't get away, the LGD can track you. I don't have to run, come Tin Man. Oh, she's the one who, okay, she's the one who controls them. This is the weapon you took from the Langman Central Database. What can you do with such weak illusions? They get stronger. Ooh, you cut through the air with a dagger? I've never seen arts like that before. Pretty badass. Thanks for the compliment. Should I teach you? Ho ho ho, not bad. I didn't expect to see a massive moving metropolis. You people have some tricks up your sleeves. And your arts, well, I've never seen such a skillful and practical approach before. It's a relief. I was afraid you wouldn't have made much progress. He used the data in those records to recreate illusions of reunion and the LGD. Your power is not like Originium arts, but you can fool me. Now that I have you figured out, the monsters that have black Langmen for centuries will be no more. You're a smart cookie. Where'd you come up with this stuff? I've been combing ancient records and modern papers in a quest to understand you. Smart. Like a stalker. I'm just kidding. But damn. You've been reading about her. So all the years I've been sleeping, you've been cramming trivia about me? Pretty much. I was born and bred to hunt your kind. A pipe breather, right? What? So you're like a fan of mine? If wanting to kill you counts. Sort of, I guess. I never thought I'd meet someone like you before I forgot myself. Oh, honey, I'm touched. I'm on the verge of tears here. It's like I'm a forgotten has-been. Meeting an old band. How about it? What do we call it? A truce and go get a drink. Since we're waiting for the Tin Men to overpower the... Oh, what are they called again? That's right, since we're waiting for the Tin Men to beat down the LGT, we might as well find something to pass the time. According to the records, it's been decades since you last attacked Langmen. You have no idea what we're capable of now, and you're still so sure of yourself. What are you capable of? You've got taller buildings, a bit more metal in your machines, and your hot pot tastes worse. What should I be worrying about? What else can you show me? You seem to be looking forward to it. That I am. You'll see, let's call it divination. They're allowing divinations these days. The time was a commoner would be put to death for seeking knowledge of the heavens. If divination's a crime, then I'm guilty as charged. I'm even more curious about you. You sure you don't want that drink? Then make those things stop. Is this like a surrender now and I'll let you live thing? I care more about the truth than fighting you. The truth? What do you want to know? Seeing as we're so in tune with each other, I might consider telling you. your goal, and how to defeat all of you once and for all. All of us. Nian is only your name. The catastrophe is far more than just you. I know that well. What are you going to do when you know the answer is still going to be all bitey killing? Yeah, maybe, if your true form can actually be killed. Ha. There's a change in her attitude, a pressure in the air. Hey, little lapa. Don't call me that, we're not friends. Don't say that, you really surprised me. You've learned a lot more than I ever expected. You're right, at first I wasn't planning to do anything to this city as far as I was concerned. You're a weak little poke, gradually making your way in the world. But I have to admit, you made some real progress over the years. And to think someone's actually been watching us all this time, that's a pleasant surprise. You left behind horror stories and monster myths in every corner of the world. How could we not look for you? Sometimes it was a giant, sometimes it was an army, sometimes it was arts, like a catastrophe. But we always grew stronger in order to survive. What I don't understand is how the people of ancient Yen fought with spears and halberds. While Lama today has huge cannons to protect the city, and in the end they all suffered the same fate. Were you going easy back then, or are you stronger now? Or you need just the right amount of distraction and mayhem to make a point. Isn't this fun? I wake up to find that the little ones who haven't changed in years are suddenly so close to the truth. So, I think it's time to take off the kid gloves and bump up the difficulty. You won't get away with it. Ooh, fire? So the dagger was just an opening act. The staff is the headliner. You people have never been willing to use your power efficiently, and that's one thing that hasn't changed. A shield. Yeah, she has a shield and a spear. I've never seen anything like it before, and it's suppressing the range of my Originium arts. How did you do that? Hey, Originium arts? That sounds pretty badass. But my flames just now, she used her power specifically to block them. Special arts are trickier, but I do have one tinsy little question. How did you come up with all this stuff while I guess we, were snoozing away? There's only one of her. No comment. Is that right? Let's change the subject then. A minute ago you said my power was to use data to do up those toy soldiers. Sorry, but that's a swing and a miss. How could I figure out something so complicated so quickly? Turns out you break stuff down into its simplest parts. Language, arts, anything, and it's all pretty much the same. And the best possible material I could find was that data. Your past enemies, your peers, and anxieties is perfect for having a little fun. Think of it like blowing bubbles in the park. What are you trying to say? When you said you had me figured out, I got this warm, tingly feeling. I wonder if it's true. How? The top of that building, it's melting? Relax, all the people are gone. What are you going to do? Smelt cast temper. Make some kind of weapon or something. This city will make the perfect forge. She's forging some kind of weapon, maybe. Little Lapa, don't you think you'd make a good blacksmith? Who wants to be a blacksmith? It's just like in those theses. They were so out there, I never thought they could be true, but that Nian can pull off some incredible feats without using arts in the traditional sense. Now, just like the conclusions of those papers, I have to try this. Oh, the dagger slices through the air and compresses it. Is this how you use those Originium arts? None of the records of our studies give any indication of your true form. It took long enough to determine that you were actually a communal organism rather than a single individual. But that begs the question, why am I standing here? Cover your ears, Nian. The noise. The heart of the crucible is nothing but straw. That's... Never thought I'd see you cowering. Who the hell are you? How do you know about that? No, I know all too well who's behind this. Shit, how much did she
HSI. See, tell the humans. Surprise. Countless researchers have spent countless years going over every record they could get their hands on, and still not one could find even a shred of hope to combat Nian. But there are many ancient legends in the land of Yen, and the ones that don't concern you have interesting bits to them. Legends. Old wolves saying like the din of fireworks rings in the new year and such. Ah, so that's how it is. I guess these things turn into legends to be passed down through the centuries, even if you don't understand their true meaning. In a world plagued by catastrophe, you will find a way to keep things going. Isn't that nice? I'll put a little more thought into it. Let's build something a bit less boring. Close her eyes. Wait, she's taking something out of her mouth. It's a sword? Slow on the uptake and don't distract me. What if I choke? The spatial arts, you cut it open. Is that so surprising? Just cut right into it. You can't do that. Never enough respect for the time-honored crafts. Always after some kind of boring old embroidered pillow or whatever. Then let's have you feel the weight of history. Gah! Oh, sorry, was that too heavy for you? Hey, are you still alive? So this is the power of the Nian, huh? I'm not impressed. Come on, that was pretty hard, wasn't it? Don't try to act tough here. It's fine, I already know how to beat you and earn you at least a little shock. If nothing else, because I'm actually putting up a fight. I think someone's getting too big for her tattered breeches. The ground, no, the world is shaking. Does this city mean anything to you? It's overkill, isn't it? Just to deal with you. I'm only trying to see the best you humans have come up with and passing the time, I guess. How long can you keep fighting? 10 minutes? An hour? A whole day? Until I unravel the mystery of your trickery. You're dreaming. How can a simpleton like you perceive that which is beyond your world? She pointed to the sky. Heavenly powers take the bounty of the earth and smelt an edge to slice the sky. Arise. Oh, that was it. If she's so strong, then why did she become an operator with? I don't know. But that's it. The next one later.